I'm back for the toys with Tony behind the camera, and we have an unboxing, and this should be an interesting one. So this is the G.I. Joe Cobra B.A.T Battle Android Trooper, for those who are not familiar, from Super7. And I don't really care for Super7 all that much. That's safe to say. I do own a few of their reaction figures.
Fantastic.
But my nickname for them is usually Super Expensive 7 because they are very expensive. Usually this is about a $55 price point for this figure.
That's a wow.
Which is, yeah, it's a little tough pill to swallow for I think you're about 7 or 8 inches of figure. And but I got this for a song off of Amazon, so I think it was 22 or something, 24, around that range.
Better,
so
warmer.
I figured I really like the bat. I like the look of it, so I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll see if this thing is worth $55. Is it worth $22? Is it worth $27? What is it worth? So not a whole lot to be excited about from this box, but this is the box that they send it in. It has a little info on the back, got Super7, G.I. Joe. I think it does say Battle Android Trooper. It says it here, cartoon accurate. So they did put out one that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I believe it was 2 years ago. That was a little bit different in the color. So yeah, let's get into it. I've already cut one of the sides, so we're gonna pop it out, and if this should be a box within a box, which it is. So here's the first look of it and the side.
Box in a box. This is definitely
yeah,
the adult price ranged.
GIW1. I think it's G.I. Joe Wave 1 Bat 01. So this should be the first of the line. So we're gonna
How many are in the line right now?
For the first wave, I think it was 4 figures. It was the Bat, Duke, Snake Eyes, and there was one other. I can't remember if it was the Baroness or not. But here we go. So that's looking a little bit better. We got the Cobra box here, Cobra logo. It's feels like it's a little bit raised up from the box. Got the bat here. This is definitely raised up. Battle Android Trooper. It looks like a dog tag. And it's like a wedge-shaped box, if you can see.
It's trapezoidal.
We will swing it around. Not too much here. Get the choking hazard plastic bag. So
is that for the children that aren't going to play with this series?
It's probably. So we're gonna.
Because this is for the end up, right?
We're tearing this out. We're definitely in the end up. But this, actually, you know what, Super7? I don't think they really market towards kids. This is more of like for collectors. So, you know. All right, so take that off to the side, and then here we go. This is the bat, and then we're gonna, looks like it slides up, so we're gonna just do that, do the unveiling.
Oh, wow.
And there we are. We'll set that off to the side, and there he is in all his glory. Quite a lot of stuff, too, so.
It's a lot of accessories.
G.I. Joe on there, got the bat in there, got a bunch of his extra hands, or attachments, so we got the laser gun, the flamethrower, the claw, that's, those are kind of standard. Looks like he's got a broken hand. It's got some electricity coming out. Same with the face. Got the cool chest piece there. Got a broken an arm coming off with some wiring, and he's got a bunch of different hands. So it looks like a couple of trigger hands and some fists, and then some gotcha hands on him. And it looks like it comes with a sidearm as well, and some other stuff. So we'll get into it. And then we got stuff on the back here.
Can we see the front?
There we go.
Wow. There is a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed
a lot of accessories.
The back had a bit too.
Yeah.
A bit more.
So, let's see here. Let's see. I gotta take my cheaters off. So it's the Cobra B.A.T Battle Android Trooper. File name classified. Primary military specialty classified. Secondary military specialty classified. File name is hilarious because they're Android Troopers, so they were actually created by Scrap Iron. It's not quite War and Peace, but there's quite a bit of a blurb on here. So maybe what we'll do is I'll swing it around. We'll take a picture. Or take a shot of it, and then people can always freeze the screen and look at it and read it themselves.
We can get a still.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's got some pics from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, since this is the cartoon line.
Very nice.
Yeah, so a lot different than the classified line. Doesn't look like there's any tape on it, so on this part. So we're just gonna pop this open.
It's such an interesting box design. Just
Definitely a nice little display item, you know, once you get into it.
I like how they like weathered the corners, if you
Yeah.
will, for those
Kind of metallic, you know, like the paint came off on there
Yeah.
or something. That's cool.
for those into the
Set that off
the
to
costuming
side.
world know what the word weathering is and all.
Yeah. So here he is, all his glory. And I'm gonna pop him off of here.
Another box in a box.
Box in the
Almost.
box. Got the backdrop in here. Let's get this all out. That's kind of cool. It's like the old action figure stuff.
Yeah, that's a nice
A
backdrop.
little explosion. And then this looks like the double tray. So we'll open this up.
Oh
here.
wow.
All right, so cool. So we got claw hand. This looks like the flamethrower. Got some electricity effect. Got our laser rifle from the cartoon. That's the backpack that all the little these would plug into when he's not using them. And then in the front here, this would be the laser gun arm, trigger hands, fists. Got the broken arm. Looks like another broken part of the maybe the sleeve or the hand, or like the whole arm came off, and then the face that's exploding.
Oof.
And then this is like a hologram, like what they call those lenticular design or whatever. Supposedly, I don't think it is. Actually, I don't think it is. Oh, maybe a little bit. I don't know. But it looks cool. It definitely looks like the old Bat, but it looks like the cartoon version of it. So familiar but different. A lot larger than I expected. But yeah, so let's just pop out some stuff here and see. It's just coming right out. Whoa! Let's get the backpack out.
You know, it kind of reminds me
That's
of his.
interesting. It doesn't have a peg. It just hooks over his shoulders.
Oh yeah, that could
It's a
be
new.
maybe a little better.
I don't know. We'll see. And this thing.
That's some good details on it.
This just ports in somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. It kind of reminds me of
There's
like the
laser gun
sideshow.
they used to use in the show. It's definitely not something he came with as the old figure. Let's see, let's get all this stuff out. We'll go through it all. So yeah, so Super7, they've put out a few Joes. I know they did Lady J and Flint and Destro. I believe they've done Zartan as well. So I'm not sure if they're continuing the line, because sometimes they have a tendency to do some of a line and then stop, and then it might not continue. I think that they were doing Disney figures and they aren't doing Disney anymore, and I think they may have lost the rights to Disney. But I heard something about their pricing. I don't know if it's accurate or not. There's the busted head. And yeah, it doesn't look like it has any ties, so he should pop right out. This plastic. The reason they set their price points like so high is it's part of the negotiation, I guess, with the licensing. And if they charge $55 for one figure in the line, then it has to be $55 for all the figures in the line, or something like that, regardless of how big or small they are.
Oh.
So it kind of came down to, in the Thundercats line, they did Snarf, and Snarf is a significantly small figure or being than the Thundercat, and
Right.
didn't have as much accessories than, say, Lion-O or Panthro or Chitara. But he was still $55. So it was a little tough pill to swallow with the tiny figure, and you're still paying over 50 or around 55 for him. But anyway, here's the Bat. So we'll kind of run through the accessories and then we'll look at this guy. So we got his backpack here. This looks pretty much like how it was in the cartoon and in the old figure, except no backpack peg. It just hooks onto him. So we'll see how that goes. There are little pegs inside of it,
Yeah, see that.
so that you can pop these in. and just kind of store them. And we'll see how easy or hard that is.
It's always nice when the figure can store his own stuff.
It is. It takes a little bit of elbow grease to pop it into the peg hole, but it's in there.
Okay.
And then you just kind of twist and pop them out. So that's pretty cool. There's the laser gun hand. Not too much with it.
No.
But it's pretty on track with what you got when I was a kid.
Looks like a drill bit almost.
Almost, yeah. And then this would be the flamethrower, or the sparker and whatnot. A little bit different than what the original toy had, but along the lines of the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then the infamous claw hand. No articulation in it, so
that's a shame.
yeah, it's a little. I would be worried about this one breaking. Just trying to get it onto someone or something like that. So a little bit unfortunate there. It'd been nice to be able to like open this part of it and actually claw somebody and for some posing. And then we got the hands, extra hands. So some fists, so you can pummel some Joes.
Punch some
and
people.
Yeah, and they do have a hinge in them, so you can kind of play with those a little bit. I did not heat anything up on this either, so if something snaps, it's my own damn fault.
No.
And then we have trigger hands, some trigger fingers to like for the gun. These ones, they actually have a hinge. Like on the wrist going this way, so actually a little bit better for guns or even swords too.
I think they got like the natural.
Yeah, it's more of a natural hinge. This one's really, that is a really, you can really hinge that one as opposed to this guy. Yeah, that's just slight hinge, and then this one's like, whoa, like almost broke his wrist. And then we got the little crackle effect. I assume this part plugs in somewhere, maybe into his chest or something.
Perhaps.
And then this looks like a plug. So like maybe this whole arm part comes off and this plugs in, and it's just kind of like this whole, broke off or got shot off or something. And then we have this arm. This must be like, okay, so this is part of it, and then this is the other part. So you got the broken wires and the arm laying down. And this is all one piece. So this hand does not come off. It doesn't hinge. It's just basically one big sculpted hand that's like, ah.
Yeah.
And then of course the broken head, that is on a nice little ball joint. That's a hell of a neck peg. And he just got walloped right in the face. And then he's actually missing part of his head on the side there. So I
saw that earlier. That's pretty
cool.
impressive.
That's a good little beat up, broken head, and then the laser gun, which it's a little,
needs
a little bent, probably.
Well,
it's
hot water will fix it.
It's soft. I mean, not real soft. I wouldn't like try to bend it myself, but yeah, I think if I heat this up with a little water or hot water, or maybe a low setting on a hairdryer, just kind of, I could bend that to make it straighter.
Yes.
And then let's get into the bat itself. So Super7, I don't think has the best articulation, but we'll see. We're going to go through it because I don't really know. I think, am I missing a pistol? Oh, I am. Oh, we forgot an accessory.
Oh, my goodness.
Saw the holster on his side, and I was like, wait a minute, there should be another gun here. And yep, lo and behold, it's right in front of me. So there we go. So we got a little pistol here.
When you lose your pistol.
A little laser pistol.
Oh, look at that.
It's so tiny. Go in the side holster. So yeah. Okay, so now we got everything out. So let's look at the bat here. Let's see. Head, got left and right. Looks up and down. Looks down really well. Does he look up? Not too bad.
Somewhat.
Yeah. And then here's the arms. We're going to push these out. So pretty good as far as the shoulders go.
Yeah.
He's got a bicep cut on both sides. That looks good. Put these down. Turn those in. And then looks like single jointed elbows. Yeah. definitely. It's got his gotcha hands on. Those have hinges on the wrist. They can also turn. Actually, they turn. It doesn't look like they turn at the wrist. Oh no, they can. But they also turn here on this part.
Sounds like it's a little stiff.
It's got a little bit of stiffness. Not too bad though. This is definitely not as stiff as, like, say, some of the NECA figures that I've unboxed, where I can't even move an arm. I actually have to get it under hot water just to move that. No, no ab crunch. It is, you can turn
Torso
his
pivot?
torso, and it does feel like it's on like a little ball joint type thing, but not really looking forward. He can go back, but not too much forward.
Okay.
Legs, yeah, kind of limited on the old splits there, but I mean, you're not going to really be doing that. You kick pretty high out.
Nice.
Go back, not too bad. No thigh cut, though, so no thigh rotation. Single jointed knees, both of those work pretty well.
Nice.
Is there a boot cut? There is a boot cut, so he can turn his boot.
Oh, he can break his ankles.
And he can,
Oh.
pivot his foot, and then, yep, and it does have a little ankle rock, and he does have peg holes on the bottom. I don't know if they do. They must have stands. I'm sure Super7 has stands. Everybody has stands now, so that's probably what that is. So not too bad. So let's see if we can gear him up. So we got this holster here. It looks like it has a peg on the other side, so it pegs from the inside out. That's kind of weird. So let's see if we can put the pistol in. And once I put the pistol in, it does not want to peg. Oh no, it has the peg on the outside too. Okay.
You talking about the strap, though.
The strap, yeah,
Okay.
it should peg in onto the holster itself, but yeah, it doesn't look like it really wants to. It's really small, so it's probably just going to be hanging loose. And then I want to see how this backpack works. Oh yeah, he does have little notches on his what do you call those, epaulets or whatever.
Yeah, his shoulder,
Yeah.
his shoulder blade, upper shoulder blade, his shrug area.
This should hook in. I don't think I need to worry about the head getting in the way. Yeah. All right. So that hooks in pretty well. Yeah, not too bad.
Nice.
All right. So far, so good.
Seems balanced.
Looks pretty good.
With the backpack.
Let's see if we can take a hand off here.
Oof.
So let's see. We'll do the claw. So
Okay.
I'm thinking it's supposed to separate right there to put in the other hand. Maybe or maybe not. Well, let's actually let me look at. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like it's at the cuff.
So it is the cuff. So I'm just gonna pull a little bit and twist, and that came off.
That's always good. It's always scary when you
Oh, let
do
me tell you.
the swaps.
Oh, I can hear that. Just
Oof.
plastic on plastic here.
It's good friction, right?
And there we go.
Oh.
There, he's got his little claw in. Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad. That
pretty
chest
cool.
is really interesting.
Yeah, it's a very cool piece. It does have a little plastic on top of it,
Yeah.
so it's not open. And he's got his little grenades.
That's
Those are sculpted in.
Some depth to it.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's see. Let's get this guy off.
Is it only that one hand? Or
I think both hands should come off.
okay.
So, yep.
Well, that was
Yeah,
a little
because
easier.
you can swap out the hands
yeah.
for like the fists and
Punching
stuff,
mode
or
activated.
or the trigger hand. So let's see. Let's put in a fist here. Get that in. There we go. All right, and then how about let's do the flamethrower. I always like the flamethrower. I used to get that mixed up with the laser. Oh, I did not like that. A little bit of bend there. That's cool. No flame effect. That would be cool. And then, all right. So he's ready to flame some
Joes.
light up some Joes.
It's nice.
Yeah, not too bad. And then, like I said, these peg into the backpack, so we can put one of those in, and then maybe put the old hand, and And then maybe, how about this hand? Or, well, this hand, because he's using the other one to fist, so. It should be. Oh, does that want to peg in or no? Mm-hmm. There it goes. All right. So yeah, so you got all his hands in there.
Nice. What about these?
Stands pretty good.
There's a lot of lightning.
Let's see. Here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, so I do see a peg hole on this chest.
So he has a busted version of himself.
So this has to come off, right? This shield, in order to put that in. I do see. Let's see here.
Is there like a tab or something?
It looks like it. Let me see. Under the belt, I feel something. Yeah, there's like a little notch here. Not a whole lot of directions. Let me take off my glasses so I can see this a little bit better. This is like riveting stuff, I'm sure, but it's, you know.
We gotta show all the damage.
I see the hole for the lightning, but I just can't seem to get this this thing off. This shield. And this looks like where you would do it because it's got a little lip. So I would think like I should be able to just grab that with like a fingernail or something. I think unfortunately I don't have fingernails. So I don't know.
Well, perhaps we can get
I don't know.
Take a look at it later and take some pictures.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that offline and see what we can do as far as that goes. How about we try and pop off this head and put this bad head on? So, all right. Oh, that came out pretty well.
That's actually surprisingly easy looking.
Got a monster peg hole there, and then this goes in. I think it just pops in. It doesn't really. There's no like pop or anything, and then but yeah, there you go. You took a headshot. Boom.
Boom.
And then what if we? Let's see. So it's this arm on the ground. So that would be like that arm got blown off.
Mm-hmm.
So all right. So we're gonna try and do that. I mean, this should all separate, right?
Should.
Like so.
Is it right at the bicep cut?
I would think it's this.
Or
is it the elbow? Maybe it's this joint. Oh, that joint wasn't supposed to come out.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're doing this for people.
Yeah.
We're going down. I think it's at the bicep.
Is it the bicep?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Okay.
Although, it's missing a lot of.
Yeah, I don't know where that piece would come off unless I'm doing the wrong arm.
Could be.
But that's weird because it's the other arm that's. Yeah, I don't know. Let me put this head off. He's got no head. Yeah, this is weird. So this is, I mean, it's definitely like the sleeve, and this is.
That's not like a complete entire headshot, is it?
It would port. Maybe it is the bicep.
Or is it the shoulder?
I don't think it's the shoulder.
Is it the head again?
Oh, maybe it's the head. That's it.
Is he literally lacking a full head?
Oh, that's what it is. There it is. I thought this. You're right. This is the head. So it's like they just shot his head completely off.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a tough day for the bat. Man, wow, we were totally wrong. So yeah, so
it's far worse.
You can pull that arm off if you want without very much heating up the plastic at all. Yeah. Hey, Super7. Boy.
This is very dark.
Yeah, that's
you go from nice head to messed up head to no head.
These guys, well, they are androids, so they can take a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
But yeah, not too bad. I mean, I don't know if it's worth $55 though.
Yeah. So
I mean, they do give you a lot of stuff, and there's some playability. This backpack's kind of annoying now. I would actually prefer a peg in the back, but yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, this is vexing me trying to put this stupid crackle in here. Like I feel like this should come off a lot easier. Maybe I'm just not, I mean, this is the first Super 7 I've got. Oh, and there goes the head.
Oh
Boy, it's
oh
just,
boy!
and there goes the backpack too.
Oh,
It's all falling apart. Okay, there it is.
There.
I had to get that snap in there, and then oh man, yeah, boy. All right, well, yeah, the chest thing, that's a little bit, I'm just not well versed in it, so we'll see. But everything else looks pretty good. And then I did bring my classified scale bat. So this is the Cobra B.A.T from the Hasbro line, classified line. So you can definitely see this is a 6-inch figure. This looks like what, 7 or 8 maybe?
7.
Yeah,
I'd say
definitely more McFarlane. I should have brought a McFarlane figure, but yeah, a lot more height, but way more detail on the classified. But it's supposed to look more modern military. This is supposed to be more animated, so it's definitely more streamlined in the way that the pants and everything else are, and the face and stuff. The classified line did a easy chest thing, so you just pop that off, and there's that. It also comes with a damaged head. Backpack pegs into the back, but whereas this one follows this backpack follows the old toy where you could put 3 arms in. They had to get kind of creative with the classified line, so you actually have a peg on the bottom here.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And then both hands are able to come off, so you can kind of mix and match as far as what, if you want to have, this hand be the hand that's got the special attachment, or this, or both, or what. And then he came with a pistol as well that is removable. I think everything else, other than they have double jointed. Well, these are double jointed arms, so you can definitely get a bend like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then double jointed knees, so which I haven't moved these knees in a while, so they're a little stiff. But yeah, he can kind of really move that leg back. Yeah, I mean, this is and then this guy also has an ab crunch too, so he can really look forward, and then you can kind of go back as well, along with the butterfly shoulders, so you can kind of see that here.
Yeah, that's nice.
So just a lot more articulation, but I think Super 7's always kind of stated that they don't really go too much in the articulation department because they want to keep the aesthetic of the figure. So they don't want to have any weird shapes or lines breaking it up.
Uh-huh.
I think what I paid for this, I mean, this was a $24 figure. Actually, I think, well, back when he was new, he was only 22, and then of course now they're 24. And then this is 55. I don't know. Honestly, I think this is a way overpriced still at 55. I mean, they do give you a lot of stuff that you can play around with, the extra hands and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think this is more like a $30 figure retail. Maybe 35 would be a decent amount to pay for it.
55.
I think anything over 40, you're getting robbed. So the fact that I can got this under $30, and pretty close to just 20, was a steal. I know Big Bad Toy Store did a sale on a lot of their Super 7 stuff, including the Bat and some of the other Joes, and that was definitely, if you pick those up during that sale, bravo to you. That was a good time to do that. Obviously, anytime you can get stuff cheaper than retail, is a good day. But if you can get Super 7 stuff way below their retail price, then you're doing good. I feel bad for the people that jumped on this right away and bought this at 55. I'm sure. I don't know. There's Super 7 collectors out there. They will live and they will die on that hill of that price point, and they will tell you why it costs that much. But for me, what are you getting? You're getting an extra head. Well, I guess a head and a half, a couple of guns, a couple of hands, and some effect pieces in a backpack. I mean, I got pretty much all the same things with this guy. except for the effect pieces. But he did come with an extra head that's a damaged head. You can pretty much pop off the arms, and make that look bad. There's so many Marvel Legends accessories available, and even G.I. Joe accessories now, that you can pretty much have these like lightning effects and stuff, so you can make it look like they're shorting out or whatnot.
Yeah.
And with the head popping off, you can do the headshot, kind of thing. So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think this is worth $55. I'm not convinced that what I have here is worth that price point. I'm sorry for those who love Super 7. I think this is a $30 toy figure at most. Mm-hmm. And anything lower than that, you're getting it at a deal. So I think what I paid was actually a really good price. But anywho, it was fun to get. I did order Snake Eyes and Timber in the Super 7 line as well. They are the animated style. They should be coming in early February, and I also got them on sale as well for below $55. I think I paid $27 for Snake Eyes.
That's like half off.
Not too bad. I mean, it's below 30, which I said is probably what these should be at. But yeah, so we'll have that one coming, and maybe we'll do an unboxing of that and see how that compares to the classified version of Snake Eyes and Timber. I think I'm still going to be more of a classified fan. Just I love the detailing and stuff like that. You can still see the original Bat in this, but it's definitely more modernized and with that newer look and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, not bad. I mean, this is cool to add to my Joe collection, and why not have a giant bat that maybe you can go after Sergeant Slaughter or something. Somebody with some muscle. And,
right.
The Sarge needs a challenge, so why not? So yeah. So anywho. So this is the Super 7 Cobra Bat. Definitely overpriced at their retail, but not a bad figure. Definitely not a bad figure. I was pleasantly surprised at how much it moved in articulation-wise, even with the single-jointed knees and arms. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm glad I picked it up. But yeah, I'm glad I got it at a deal as well.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
So yeah, so I think that's all I have to say.
Sweet.
So yeah, catch us next time, and always for the toys.
For the toys. Bye.